we are free.
You're the kind of person you meet at certain dismal, dull affairs. Sitting out the crowd talking much too loud, running up and down the stairs. When it seems to me that you have said too much.
That's the reason why we exist. That's why Getlit exists. Is because nobody cares about classical shit, you know? And it's our job to bring it out.
Jack Kerouac, E. Cummings,
Pablo Neruda,
Maya Angelou, Ezra Pound, Gwendolyn Brooks, Virginia Woolf, Walt Whitman.
Walt Whitman.
And Walt Whitman.
Teenagers are a very passionate bunch of people. You know, a lot of them are experiencing love for the first time. They're in family situations that can be very difficult and very trying. Sometimes they feel misunderstood or stuck. Poetry gives you an outlet. It gives you a voice.
OMG. I think I reached a state of ennui.
But city slums mute our drums, cause city slums was never where our drums was from.
In the womb, we're all geniuses, but even potential geniuses become idiots without a role to play.
Who dare challenge my level 69 warrior? Level 80 shaman. There ain't no stopping me when I'm running down Warsong Gulch with a savage enchanted ice barb spear ready to crit mortal strike.
You probably be passenger on my mount while taking glances of the battlefield, and before you have time to type, oh no! Our frost shock and lightning bolt your ass to oblivion.
I exist. I am here, you know. There's no way of you trying to erase me out of here.
Oppressed by its surrounding occupants. They got kids looking for someone to look up to. Hood rats trying to make a buck or two. Fancy losers, drug abusers, gang bangers, drug slangers. Undocumented citizens living check to check. Steering clear from INS.
We go out and we audition kids, find the best teen poets and writers and performers that we can find. We then give them over 200 instruction hours a year, and they develop an hour's worth of material each. These kids are literally able to bring Walt Whitman, Langston Hughes, Sylvia Plath, Maya Angelou, Pablo Neruda, many of our great poets to life. We've also just merged with Carol Muskie Dukes, the California Poet Laureate, and her Magic Poetry Bus.
Anybody says to you that poetry doesn't matter, just mention the Getlit players.
The shot that killed him, yes, I heard. 'Cause I've heard 1,000 shots before. Careening tinly through the night. Policemen pounded on my door.
Who is it? Police. Policeman yelled.
A boy was dying in your alley. A boy is dead in your alley. Have you known this boy before? I have known this boy before.
The Getlit players have exploded, working with Stan Lathan on HBO, Russell Simmons, featured in the LA Times. They've performed at the Smithsonian, been on NBC, Kiss FM, performed for thousands of young people all over the country.
That aroma, it is the breath of evening rice, pondering whether it should display to us the cockroach that accidentally got cooked.
From now on, my wish is to undergo all that men everywhere undergo. Make mine their heights and depths, their wheels and woe. Everything that human embrace in my single person.
And what I saw was a galactic alignment sitting in my palms. I was cryogenically frozen and thawed to preserve the audacity laying in my thoughts.
She said notes longer than time, then turned wildly staccato as if ordering the beat. And I don't mean to go on, but she was salsa, calypso, and samba. It allows you to be creative. It lets you mess with words in ways that you wouldn't normally be able to put them down.
This generation loves hip-hop, loves spoken word, loves words. They're a generation of kids that love language and are incredibly gifted with language.
Stuff with the stuff that is old. Stuff that is fun.
Think that you're invincible. Think again that you come from a reign of kings, queens, legends, dynasties, and royal bloodstreams.
The beauty of collaborative poetry is being right on top of someone else. Like, I mean, literally, like, on top of them.
Has anyone supposed it lucky to be born?
I hasten to inform him
Or her.
It is just as lucky to die.
And I know it.
I passed death with the dying and birth with the new wash babe.
And I'm not contained
He's
between
not
my
contained
hat
between his hat
or boots.
and boots.
Ask me now. Am I too late? Ask me now what I want to do for a living. Am I too late? Because I think I finally figured it out.
I don't want to do for a living. I want to be for a living. I want to be life. I want to make things grow and move and breathe and reproduce and respond. When I grow up, I don't want to be like those other kids.
I don't want to be like those other kids that just want to be doctors and ballers and astronauts. I want to be passion and heat and energy.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a fireman. Let me be fire. So when the artists of the world have become so infatuated with ice that the whole world freezes over,
let me be the poet that melts the ice caps, drowns the planet, and starts this world over.
Two poets at a time like Noah. I don't want to be an astronaut. I want to be the space that he explores.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a singer. I want to be sound. The song you sing, the way you sing it when you think ain't nobody else around.
I don't want to be a lawyer. I want to be justice.
Not the philosopher, but the philosophy the brilliant minds try to follow.
Or the brilliance in those minds.
Or even the elusive concepts that they can't quite figure out, like
hope, purpose, faith, and time.
When I grow up, I want to be the antonym of void, the antithesis to without. When I grow up, I want to be the opposite of darkness, so when the greatest poet in existence
recites the first line
of the greatest poem ever written,
let
there be light.
Then I can begin.